You Edochie is totally angry. My people, my people. Body is really hurting you Edochie as it stands today. Hey! Judy Austin herself is not getting it easy. Judy Austin will come to social media and claim that she was a single mother when Yul Edochie met her. But Judy Austin will go behind the camera and tell people who ask her, how do you manage the situation as it has escalated this way? How is Yul Edochie feeling in this particular issue that is going on? How are they handling it? Judy Austin will tell them that Yul Edochie pulled him out of his marriage. Therefore, she goes nowhere. This marriage is do or die affair. My people, Igbo men has bounced on Yul Edochie. So many Igbo men are really speaking to Yul Edochie. They are really advising him now that everything has spoiled. Hand over these children to their biological father. Give instruction to your woman to hand over the children to their father, or give access to their father. Then from now on, the father will be paying child support as much as he can. My people, that is why you see Yul Edochie coming to make that first post made. But as it stands today, Igbo traditional men are really dragging Yul Edochie behind the camera. A lot is happening behind the camera, both in Asaba, both people in Anambra and other states, as long as Igbo men are concerned. My people, in fact, the whole people in diaspora who understand the ethics of a traditional man when it comes to Igbo tradition, culture, and marriage, they are really speaking sense into Yul Edochie. Honestly speaking, the truth is surfacing soon, as Papit Edochie and the family has already taken action into investigating the truth. What they are getting is really disappointing them. Mr. Bassi has pulled their legs. Mr. Bassi has pulled their legs, has opened the mouth of those that kept calm all this while. They never know the truth. And the truth has not finally surfaced because there are some withhold truth that Mr. Bassi refused to display on the media, saying because of the children. Hey! Owanka self. Owanka self. My people, can you imagine? This one no be waiting man do man. Na man do man. Aye. Imagine, Mr. Bassi cried out. They begin to change the narrative that he is crying for Judy Austin. How dare you think about that? Mr. Bassi is married with kids. He has moved on. The problem is that there is no complete dissolution of marriage when there are children involved. That relationship cannot be cut completely. As long as there are children involved, the relationship is forever. It's until RIP do them no more. Those children are the connection that will connect both together. That is why it is good to cooperate in peace when the marriage is no longer working out. My wonderful and amazing people, come and hear story. Right now, according to the information that got into our table, as Igbo men are talking, there are people that are on the media also talking. People that are behind the camera are those that talk to Yul Edochie directly, talk to Sapit Edochie directly, and also talk to Mr. Bassi directly. Now, big men are calling Mr. Bassi. Hey, weleke. But when Mr. Bassi was crying since 2022, all of them kept calm. Only one interview, story change. My people, is only an evil-minded person and people that are not truthful that can say that Mr. Obasi is not right. My people, come and hear story. Who made the mistake is you. Because you cannot accept a woman with the children without knowing much about the biological father of those children, without connecting to the biological father of those children into taking care of them. You ignored him. You call him a non-entity. You call him a Belen mother. Who are you? What can you do? That the woman went to the extent of changing their name to Edochies, if not the intervention of Edochies. Those children would have been beard Edochies till today. My wonderful and amazing people, come and hear story. There are one particular video I want you all to watch with me, and you drop your opinion on the comment section. Is he really telling the truth? This man understands the ethics of Igbo tradition when it comes to marriage and every other thing. Hey, Owanka self. You see what is happening to ex-beauty queen? After living with a man and with children, you bought children for the man. For more than 20 years, the man died, and you want to claim property. Court said in. Why the first wife is still alive and the marriage was not completely dissolved? What happened? She lost everything, even the estate that she is fighting for. The man's estate that she's fighting for has been handed over to the first wife. Reason, the marriage was not dissolved. She is the widow of the late Dr. Tony Ajayi. My people, if you have not watched the video, trace back and watch the video. But before I continue this gist, I would love to welcome you all to watch this video. I greet you all and I welcome you all back to our channel, SJ Emere. Please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, SJ Emere, I beg on you. Please, my lovely fans, click on subscription button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, SJ Emere, like and share our videos, and also on your notification button so that you will be notified when next we drop a new update. And for those of you, my wonderful and amazing followers and subscribers, my returning subscribers, God bless you all. I pray this year 2026, your own will never spoil in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's watch this video together.
In this section, it has become pertinent to talk about Edochie and Uchechukwu Judith Moyalo, popularly known as Judy Austin, who happens to be the ex-wife of Mr. Emmanuel Obasi. This news has been trending for the past, couple of days now in Nigeria. And I'm compelled to react to that because of the post I saw that Edochie made yesterday concerning the children, the two kids of Mr. Obasi. I would start by saying that the propelling factor, what has propelled me to react to this video, it's simply because of some of the ethics, values, morals, and, the world global view of the origins of Igbo, the customs and traditions of Igbo, based on Igbo, principally based on Igbo cosmology. That is why I'm reacting to that very trend. Now, it is established that Edochie was legally married to May Edochie, who is now the estranged wife. I believe that from verifiable records that Edochie and May are still married but separated because their divorce processes has not been completed, as much as I know. Because May filed for a divorce in the year 2023, and that case I think is still on till this moment. Now, Edochie, who believes or had over time told Nigerians that he's a polygamist, got involved with Judy Austin, Judith Uchechukwu Moyalo, the ex-wife of Mr. Emmanuel Obasi. Both of them have been together for quite some time now. They even have kids together. But that is not all. Some years ago, this cycle that is being repeated now was a trend about Judy Austin and the estranged husband or the ex-husband, because they are now finally legally divorced. Started trending that Judy Austin was having an affair with Edochie even while she was still under the roof of Mr. Emmanuel Obasi, the ex-husband. Judy Austin then denied that very allegation. And fast forward to the year 2026, Mr. Obasi surfaced again, claiming that he has, I think, 4 pieces of evidence, according to him, or 3 pieces of evidence, that Judy Austin was having an affair with Edochie under his roof while they were still legally married. It was a very big trend. Instead of Nigerians to focus and listen to this man, people were busy looking at his handkerchief. So this handkerchief, if you were born in the 80s, 70s, and below, you will be very familiar with this type of handkerchief. Yes. Under the scorching sun of the universe, from the universe. Those are the type of handkerchief you need. Or if you're a Danfo driver, those years in Lagos State. Or if you drive any type of kabu-kabu, from Ekoka to Onitsha, from Okulobia to this. So those are the type of handkerchief you need, because you'll be sweating like mad. So Mr. Obasi was well prepared when he came on that very podcast station, because he knew he was going to be sweating, narrating his ordeals. The pains of the heart. No man ever leaves his parents' house to go and marry a woman, only to come and hate that woman when he brings her home, or to begin to victimize her or beat her up. It is usually circumstances, actions and reactions. If you marry a woman who is very flippant, who talks anyhow, and if you are a man with temperament, chances are high that you'll be beating your wife almost every day. And it is vice versa. Men with different temperament, women with different temperament. So if you are not able to control yourself from both genders, in some cases, situations like this will arise. Now let's get into the bigger details. Mr. Obasi, while in that podcast station, also cried out loud that he has no idea where his children are. But later today, he's saying that Edochie has refused to, that Edochie should talk to Judy Austin to give him access to his children, or that Edochie should release his children. The most important thing is that he is begging to have access to his children, meaning that Judy Austin has not allowed him the privilege he deserves as a husband, as a father, as a father should have to his children. He has been denied that privilege. And then Edochie made a post on his page saying that nothing concerns him with those children, that the man knows what to do. I'm going to read out what Edochie posted, and then I will do justice to that. According to Edochie, he wrote, "Some of my fans have reached out to me saying, please allow him to see his children. I have never stopped anybody from seeing his children. In this era of social media, people prefer chasing clout and chasing social media money with my name rather than doing the right thing. Tell him to call his ex-wife if he wants to see or take his children. Let them discuss it. He has a number. It has nothing to do with me." So when I read this very publication from Edochie, I realized that Edochie tried to establish 3 things. 1, he tried to categorically maintain that Judy Austin is no longer your beloved legally married wife. That Judy Austin is now an ex-wife to you. And then, number 2, he tried to establish that he is not legally married to Judy Austin. That was why he preferred to use the word ex-wife to Mr. Obasi instead of saying my wife. Because Judy Austin is either a wife or a side chick. And finally, that Judy Austin now belongs to someone else. So, if you look at the whole post collectively and constructively, I would say to a very large extent that I am disappointed with you, Edochie. I will also change this very statement when I'm making the second point. Why will I say that I'm disappointed at you, Edochie? It is established that up till this moment that Yul Edochie and Judy Austin are not legally married. In fact, some of the responses he filed during the court processes of of his divorce with May Edochie, he tried to tell the court that the relationship he has with Judy Austin is a traditional relationship, that is a skit-making kind of relationship, that they are not legally married, even though many claims that they had a traditional marriage, introductions and all of that. I don't know the validity of that very information. But according to Yul's response to the court, he is not legally married to Judy Austin. So both of them, under the lenses of the church, they are committing adultery. Under the lenses of tradition, it is allowed. There is no crime. They are not committing any crime, because Yul Edochie claims that he's a polygamist. Right? Now, but here are the point. By Yul Edochie telling Mr. Obasi to call Judy Austin to discuss how to have access to his children, that it has nothing to do with him. He has simply made all of us to understand that he is not man enough. Yes. Because why do I say so? According to Igbo, cosmology, when you look at it from the lenses of the Igbo customs and traditions, in the primitive era, or from the beginning of time, when a woman has a child out of wedlock, and she gets married, in most cases, that a woman prefers to leave that child behind in her parents' house and get married to a man. The onus is always on the man to decide whether to tell the wife, the woman, to bring the child she had out of wedlock into his home. And if the man marries the woman legally, according to the customs and tradition, pay her bride price, automatically that child becomes the biological, that child becomes the property of the husband, or becomes the husband becomes the rightful owner to that child. The same thing happens when a woman lives with a man and both of them are not legally married, either by adultery or by fornication. They begin to have kids, maybe 2 or 3 kids. If they let her separate without the man paying the bride price, if the woman peradventure gets married to somebody else and the man pays her bride price, marries her traditionally according to customs and tradition, the man automatically adopts the children the woman has had with that man who didn't marry her legally, and those children and the man becomes the rightful owner, owner to those children. That is how it is in Igbo traditions and culture, according to Igbo cosmology. Now, looking at the case of Yul Edochie and Judy Austin, we do not know with certainty whether Yul Edochie and Judy Austin are legally married. If they are not legally married, it means that these children that Judy Austin has currently for Yul Edochie may not become his if eventually Judy Austin decides to marry someone else who comes in to pay bride price pay her bride price to marry her. I'm using this Igbo cosmology to explain this because Yul Edochie claimed or made Nigerians to know that he's a polygamist. Now, looking at it from this very point of view, the children of Mr. Emmanuel Obasi, the kids Judy Austin had with her ex-husband, if Yul Edochie married Judy Austin legally, and Yul Edochie comes to say that access to those children by the ex-husband is not his business, is an act of rascality, is an act of irresponsibility. Because a responsible man should either engage Mr. Obasi one-on-one and iron things out and decide on how he will have access to those children because he married Judy Austin legally. Or a responsible man will tell the wife, which in this case Judy Austin, come on, this is how you should do this. Advise her, tell her, okay, let Mr. Obasi do this. You can also go through the legal means, file for child custody while Mr. Obasi pays child support and all of that. So if they are legally married and Yul Edochie makes that very statement, it's an act of rascality and act of a height of irresponsibility, because it portrays that Yul Edochie is not man enough to handle such conflicting challenges. And then secondly, this is why I said I may change the earlier statement I made that I am disappointed at Yul Edochie. If both of them are legally married, then the post he made is an act of rascality. He failed woefully as a father. He failed woefully as a titled man. He failed woefully as a true born son of Igbo land. But if they are not legally married, like I said, it means that both of them are just living together now quality equal. Either by fornication or by adultery. They just knock themselves, they have children. Then it means that Yul Edochie may not have absolute right over Judy Austin and over the children. However, in this era of time and season, where civilization is beginning to make life more beautiful, it is expected out of responsibility that Yul Edochie should also intervene. Since you are now having either by acquaintance, you're having Judy Austin as an acquaintance, or you guys are still preparing to be legally married or something, it is expected of you as a true born son of Igbo land to tell Judy Austin, you were once legally married to this man and you had these kids for him. Why are you trying to deny him the legitimate access to his children? You should either give those children to him, or you should design and agree to this type of terms and conditions. Let Mr. Obasi come so time of the week or so days of the week to see the children. Or you can keep the children in boarding school. They go for holidays to their father. They come for holidays in your home. It is expected that Yul Edochie comes in between to resolve that loggerheads between Judy Austin and the ex-husband. It is also expected. But obviously, Yul Edochie is either running away from that responsibility, or he is running out of conscience, which may align with the allegation from Mr. Obasi that Yul Edochie and Judy Austin were seeing each other while Judy Austin was still married under his roof. It may be from that very point of view, because if that becomes the case, it now means that Yul Edochie may not find it very easy to engage Mr. Obasi, talk with him one-on-one, and say, okay, I know she's your ex-wife. Let's discuss this man to man. You can always come around to see your children. But if truly that allegation was right, it means out of conscience, Yul Edochie may be feeling guilty. The feel of guilt will always be in him each time he wants to step forward to have a discussion with Mr. Obasi, because it will always taunt him, deep inside his heart, that Mr. Obasi would never forget. This is just a speculation. We have no idea. The man said Judy Austin came back one day from school and told him that she has met Yul Edochie, and Yul Edochie was telling her that she should be moving with people like Omotola Jalade, Genevieve Nnaji, that why is she still married to Mr. Obasi, and later also proposed that he's going to be a family friend to help them financially, and Mr. Obasi said he doesn't need his financial support. We don't know the validity of that very information. We are yet to see facts and figures, maybe recorded video, voice notes, exchange of text messages that can validate that very claim. At the point, it's still an allegation, but this is highly complicated. But then, I'll be ramping it up by saying that Yul Edochie, I will expect you to be man enough for the fact that you have come into that very relationship with Mr. Obasi's ex-wife, Judy Austin. I would not expect less from you. I will expect you to be man enough. Man up. Go into this very issue, whichever way, whatever is going to take you. Give Mr. Obasi access to his children. Whether you have access, whether those children rightfully belongs to you or not, whether you have access to those children or not, Judy Austin is still answerable to you, because both of you are still living together, doing things together. So you should be able to give her straight up advice, not just advice, dictations, commands, do this, so that all of these shenanigans will die down. That is what I expect from you. I don't expect less. And I hope that this video gets back to you. In the next section, we shall be looking, holistically into the allegations of Mr. Obasi, so that we will understand in clarity whether any of them holds water. And whether what Judy Austin has claimed, that the very first time she met Yul Edochie was in 2016, that in 2013 was Mr. Mado was encouraging her to go into acting. So she countered that very allegation. But I will make another publication to also bring up some facts and figures in order for us to understand with a little clarity on whether truly they were dating before now. And at this point, I'll allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. My another person, Siam. God bless you.
Did you hear it? My wonderful and amazing people. Hey, oh, say Tela in a way that will not be good on Yul Edochie and Judy. Finally, they are the one being disgraced in this media space. My people, what do you think about this? Please pen down your constructive opinion on the comment section. Like and share this video. Share as many as you can. See you in my next upload. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.